Well, I didn't speak about it.
And that must be hard for you because you're quite sensitive, aren't you?
Yeah, like I said.
And for you not to speak up about it, it must be tough. It must have been tough.
It was tough, mate. You know, you go on the piss and you self-medicate, you know, with painkillers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you just go in there like a spiral down.
You're just blocking out your feelings, aren't you?
Yeah, that's why you took the painkillers to block out the feelings of everything.
Yeah.
So you don't feel nothing.
Yeah.
You're numb.
Of course.
But then it's only like later when I had to speak about it. And I only did that afterwards, after I'd finished playing, where once my career was coming towards an end, I was in a world of pain.
Yeah.
Inside.
Right.
World of pain. I was crumbling. But I had to put on a front.
Yeah.
Because I was still coaching a team.
And you're still Sean Long, aren't you?
I was still Sean Long, who everyone you thought was a maverick or whatever. Who, you know, played rugby and he won this and that. Oh, he's a tough cunt.
Yeah.
No, I was crumbling inside.
So, welcome to another episode of the Dare to Be Different podcast. And I'm really looking forward to this conversation. Today I'm joined by my mate and former rugby league legend, Sean Long. Sean, good to be here with you, mate. How's it going?
All right, yeah, really good. Excited, to be fair, Whitey. First podcast I've ever done. Like, done a lot of Q&A and shit like that, but first podcast, so a bit nervous, I'd say. Fucking weird feeling.
Yeah. Well, you're probably nervous because I'm big and imposing, aren't I? You know?
Yeah, you're a fucking Jedi.
But it's good to have you, mate. So in my judgment, Sean is modest, humble, but he was a rugby league legend. He was one of the greatest players of his generation. His career was a series of ups and downs, and I'd like to get into these ups and downs with Sean. And the main reason I want to kind of go into his career and his life really is because I was with him the other week at a party, and in my judgment, when I look at him now, in his life, he seems settled and stable, and he's a joy to be around. But I know, Sean, it wasn't always like that, was it?
No, definitely not. You know, getting dragged up and stuff like that, and your career goes up and down, you know, in life and rugby and stuff like that, but I'm the most settled I've ever been in my life.
Yeah, great. And the other reason I want to tap into Sean's life as well is, in my humble judgment, Sean's not afraid to be himself. And in my understanding of leadership, how I look at leadership, it's actually about being yourself. But to be yourself, you have to know yourself. And I'm really interested to look at what shaped you in your life, Sean, to where you are now. So I want to go straight in and talk about your rugby league career. And I want you to tell me how it felt for you when you was 15, 16 and you signed for your hometown club, Wigan. How was that feeling at the time?
Oh, unbelievable. Like, to be born in Wigan, you know, watching Wigan all the time on the terraces. Supported them since we were like 7 and played and that. And then to get the phone call to that, I knew that some scouts were coming down watching me. I think we played the Jews against Mary's, winning St Mary's, and I had a pretty decent game, scored a couple, set a couple up, and then I had to go in. My dad rang me up and said, right, we'll go and meet in Maurice Lindsay.
Right.
I went in and signed when I was 15, but only went there when I was 16 when I left school. But I went in that dressing room and it was just fucking lit up with stars. You know, Sean Edwards, Martin Offiah. Oh mate, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And now I'm sat here with all these guys who I idolised, basically.
Wow.
Mental.
So they obviously saw something in you to make you sign at 15 and then, you know, give you a few more months at school and then go and start training with them when you left school, right?
Yeah, I was a bit of a late bloomer, late developer. I've obviously had the smarts and stuff like that when I played, but lads were fucking massive, you know what I mean? They had pubes and everything.
Yeah.
I didn't have any pubes, I don't think. So when I got there, I was like, it was only like, I'm a late developer. So when I went in, it took me a while, but yeah, I cracked straight on. And there's a coach there at town called John Dorahy.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you might not know him, you might know him, but he was a legend, Australian.
Yeah, I remember.
Fullback.
Yeah.
He played over here, I think he played OKR, but he was there at the time.
Right.
He took over John Morney.
Yeah.
And then obviously I come through it, and for some reason he liked me.
Right.
So straight away I was on a YTS apprenticeship. I was
Yeah.
cleaning boots, basically.
Yeah.
But training with first team.
Right.
And academy at night.
Yeah.
And he saw something in me and just let me come with first team.
Right.
So I had this experience straight off the bat that I'm with all these guys, and I thought I made it straight away, but there was a long way to go.
And you got injured, didn't you?
Yeah.
How old was you then?
18.
Oh.
I was just coming into it, and I was probably on verge of playing that first game for Wigan in '95 when it was winter rugby, and I played for reserves, and he said, if you play well, you'll be on panel. You know, you used to have a panel,
Yeah.
because you had two subs then.
Uh-huh.
You have a panel, and I went to Hull. I smoked first half, and I made a massive break in second, and tried to step full back, and my knee just shattered.
Right.
Just cruciate went, medial cartilage, boom.
How old was you then?
18.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
And you was out for about 18 months? You was out for a long time, weren't you?
Yeah, it took me about 18 months because they didn't want to do the cruciate, so the medial come off the bone, so the re-tight start
Right.
and we did rehab, and I come back from that, and then eventually I had to get the cruciate done, and
Right.
then I come back from that, and then started playing a few games for Wigan.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then...
that was quite heavy times really when you think about it. As a kid I thought my career was over.
Right. Okay, so that must have been tough.
I was crying.
Right.
I was crying, and when doctor told me, because there's only guys who'd had it done before,
Right.
who I'd known,
Right.
and he said it's touch and go, this pal.
Wow. Wow. And it must have been a long rehab process. 18 months. It's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was some dark times, and you know, when you're 18 you're thinking I'm flying here, so there were some very dark times what I had to get through mentally and
Right.
physically, and just get my body up to speed. But especially when you're not training with lads as well.
Yeah.
As you know, you've been in professional sport. You don't
Yeah.
feel part of it.
Yeah.
And I like being
Yeah.
with lads. You know what I mean? That's the best part.
And do you know, during that 18 months, because I've read about you afterwards, you know, you did come back, but then there were some misunderstandings, you know what I mean? and they let you go. What I want to ask you is, during that 18 months, it's obviously a stressful time. You obviously have some coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
Do you felt misunderstood in any way during that time?
I was probably a little bit loose, is the word.
Okay.
Like I say, I wasn't mature.
Yeah.
And I kind of was a little bit erratic and stuff like that. So misunderstood. Yeah. I believe, like, you know, people have a version of me and they see me and they think they know me, but it's only when they get to be my friend, or
Yeah.
they know me properly, then they know that I'm not a dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they see that and he's a belling him. But actually, when you get to know me, I'm just me, just a normal bloke.
But Wigan let you go, didn't they?
Yeah. So I was in the gym with Martin Fire, and he said the gaffer wants to speak to you in his office. Oh, fuck me, I've done something wrong again here. You know, probably, whatever. Anyway, so I went in, and Eric Hughes was a gaffer, and he said, we want a prop from Widnes called the Answer, and basically we're going to give them 60 grand for him, but they've asked for you.
Right.
But Wigan was top of, like,
Yeah.
the league, and there was division below,
Yeah.
bottom of league.
Yeah.
And I was striking.
Wow.
I was crying. I went home, spoke to my dad, and my dad spoke to Dougie Lawson as well, who was a witness. He's a fucking character. And he said, just come here, sign an 18-month contract, play some games, get some games under your belt, and you can go back to Super League.
Right.
So I thought, yeah, you're right there. I just want to play rugby.
Yeah.
And it was hard for getting at Wigan at the time. So I went to Widnes, and I only did 8 week.
Yeah.
8 week at Widnes. And then from that, 8 week later, Saints signed me.
Okay.
and I went into St Helens, and I was a standoff at the time, and they signed me and played me scrum half because there was no scrum half.
Right,
so
right.
that's how I transitioned from 6 to 7,
Okay.
and I never played 7 before.
Right. Okay.
And then later on that year, I ended up playing for Great Britain in '97 against the mighty Australians. So what a turnaround! I couldn't believe it, how it went from basically penthouse, shithouse, penthouse.
Yeah. Yeah. And how many years at St Helens?
12.5 years
Yeah.
at St Helens.
Golden years, eh?
Oh yeah, great memories. I just felt like when I went into St Helens, it fitted my style. It fitted my style of play. It was a bit, they call it the class of saints.
Right.
And we just put free ball around, and
Yeah.
I had the license to do what I wanted, really.
Yeah.
Whether I knew that at the time or whether I understood what I was doing, I'd do stuff off the cuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't afraid to just play my normal game.
Yeah.
Where again, I got bollocked.
Yeah. Okay.
If I did something, I chipped
Right,
over top or
right.
whatever.
So you felt you were allowed to express yourself when you went to St Helens?
100%.
How
yeah.
important is that?
That was the main reason I just said it.
Yeah.
Just connected straight away. From Wigan and going to St Helens, it's not good.
Yeah.
You know, the rivalry between the two, it's not good. But straight away, I think my first game was against Cronulla, and then they just the fans took me on board straight away, just because I was allowed to be myself, and in that team, and it was really, I felt really comfortable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not comfortable, 'cause that's a bad word. Once you get comfortable, I feel like you're getting stale, but I felt connected.
You felt like you had a family.
Yeah, I felt like I had a family in that dressing room.
Okay.
And Chris Joint was the captain at the time.
Yeah.
He took me under his wing, and we're both Wiganers. So he kind of looked after me and gave me advice and stuff like that. Told me about buying a house when I was 21.
Yeah.
But like I said, the lads there were just because it wasn't like bang bang in your face.
Yeah.
It was a bit more chilled.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah. All right. So let's go into this 12 years at St Helens, because I know there was some incredible highs, but I also know there's some incredible lows, and they all form part of your life and they all shape you. Let's go into the highs first. Now, you just said to me that the style of St Helens suited you, but what I also want to ask you is, I get that, but behind that style is a leader, someone who must have seen you and understood you and got to know you and allowed you to be yourself. So, like, who was the coach at the time when you went to St Helens, and how did he influence you?
Sean McRae was the coach at the time. I think he'd had a bit of influence in Australia,
right,
with the Australian team. There was an S&C and he came over and he was the coach. He wasn't a very detailed coach, if I'm being honest. He just kind of let us play.
Okay.
So he was like, yeah, you just go and play.
Right.
But you know, it kind of worked. After that, it was Ellery Hanley, who I idolised. So his presence in the room when we walked in, I was like, whoa, it's Ellery Hanley.
Yeah.
So you just want to play for him.
Yeah.
So a bit different, you know, in the two coaches there. I didn't want to lay him down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I felt like I can't lay him down. Every week I've stepped over that line, whether it's training or in a game. I couldn't let Ellery down. So we went on, won the grand final in '99.
Right.
Which was really amazing.
So in that 12-year period, which coach had the greatest influence on you as a player and a person, would you say?
I would say Daniel Anderson.
Right.
Yeah. Because
what was it about him that got the best out of you?
Well, we had a coach called Ian Millwall before that, and he was very technical, and he kind of taught, because he was an ex-halfback, he taught me how to play square and stuff like that, which was great. But I think when Daniel came in, I'll tell you first story, when he came in, we'd won 14 straight with Ian, and Daniel came in, and he got me in office straight away. A couple of leaders, me, Scully, Kieran, but all separately. And what I liked about him, he was straight as an arrow.
Yeah.
He was told you the truth, whether you liked it or not.
Right.
He was straight as a die.
Yeah.
And he said to me, "Do you know Stacey Jones?" I went, "Of course I do. I played against him loads of times, so Great Britain against New Zealand. I've got his jerseys. I swapped jerseys with him all the time."
Yeah,
He said, "Can you play like him?" I went, "Yeah, I want to. I'd like to.
Yeah, yeah,
Whether I can or not is a different matter,
yeah.
because he's a legend."
Of course.
And he went, "Well, if you can't play like him, you can fuck off out this room now."
Oh,
I was like, straight away, I thought, right.
yeah.
So he basically wanted me to play a different role,
Yeah.
because I was a bit more of a runner and stuff like that. And when Daniel came in and played me on ball and I control the team,
Right.
it was like, you're controlling this team.
Yeah.
Get off that edge, get in the middle, you're on ball.
Yeah.
You're the like quarterback type thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it was straight to me. And
Oh.
how we managed that team with so many like leaders and crazy people in that
Yeah.
team.
Well-
There's some on spectrum.
Characters, right?
Yeah, characters.
Mavericks.
Mavericks, they were littered with them.
Yeah.
We're all different.
Yeah.
All different people.
Yeah.
Because you can't have same people,
No,
can you?
no.
We're all different in
Of
life.
course.
And he came in. How we managed that team, I'll never know.
Right.
Looking back, it was a loony gang. It was a loony gang. So yeah.
Okay, so tell me about the highs in that 12-year period at Saints. Some highs. You know, what are things that stand out?
Obviously, as a team, I want to run it with a team, and I would never say like, you know, this and this. But as a team, we got to a load of finals, Challenge Cup finals, Grand finals, and World Cup challenges. And I even played for my country and stuff like that. But winning 3 Lance Todds to get to Wembley 5 or 6 times, winning 5, and getting the man of the match in 3 of those games was probably the highlight of my career, which broke the record of Martin and Andy Gregory.
Wow.
So personally, the 3 Lance Todds for me is the height. You know, it don't get any better than that.
Yeah.
Or being a World Cup champion.
Yeah, okay. Tell me, in your career, some highs, some good times, some fun times off the pitch. What do you remember?
As soon as you said that, then it was just the camaraderie between the lads, you know, because the banter between the lads was insane. So you do tricks on lads, you know, in sheds, in dressing rooms.
Yeah.
You'd like cut the socks out, the end of the socks off. You know, I would cut all the undies off. So when they put their undies on, they pull them straight up. so the undies just went whoosh. Yeah, the balls rang out, everything. So we'd all do like tricks on each other.
Healthy banter.
But there was one what sticks in my mind, which is Lee Gilmore, who played us. So when we went after a game, I couldn't sleep. So we'd all have a few beers, and that was just normal. We'd all go for a few beers after the game together as a team. He was a little bit wistful with Gilly, and he went into the ladies' bog by accident. But this girl came out and blew up. We found out that she was going out with one of the gangsters in St Helens.
Right.
And we told Gilly on the Monday and said, like, you know, this lad's going to come for you and do you in. And he said, "Oh, bring him down, I'll knock him out." I said, "Oh, right." So me and Kieran Cunningham, we said to each other, "There's a prank book we played here." So we spoke to coach at the time, Mick Potter. I said, "Luke, can we play a bit of a prank on Gilly?" He said, "What is it?" I said, "Well, we're just going to bring someone down, ballad up with a baseball bat on a Wednesday after training. We always finish at 2:30 on a Wednesday." He said, "And just come out and just, you know, shout his name out and see if you can, you know, cause a bit of carnage." So he said, "As long as he's after training, that's fine." I thought, fair play on you, like. So we got his mate Craig, thought, come down. And there's only me, Kieran and the coach in on this. So next minute we're all stretching off, you know, it was sunny, we were at Ruskin, we're all stretching off like, and I'm like, where is he like, this dude? Anyway, looking, I could see these bushes rustling like, and anyway he come barging out, ballad up, baseball bat, we had a shooter, and I was like, and he shouted out, he said, where's Lee Gilmore? He said, he's ruined my life, I'm gonna ruin his. And he shot this gun. I went, fucking yeah. I said, I'm in on this. Like, next minute, they all got up and went, psh, like, legged it. And they all went in different directions and stuff like that. And he come running over, like, this ballad up, and then, obviously, they all run there and then they got the prank and stuff like that. So it's just a banter with lads. And he come back Gilly and he said he wants to go. I said, yeah, you shitting himself like.
So you had a lot of laughter and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Which is a connector, you know, it's emotional, it connects groups. You know, we don't connect at the level of logic, we connect through our emotions and our joy and our pain, you know, that's what connects groups. So you had a lot of that, right?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of laughs, a lot of joy. That's why it kind of fitted us and the characters what were in that team. It was, we run that ship.
Yeah.
Daniel steered it.
Yeah.
You know, nice. As a gaffer, like I said, looking back now, how we did it.
Yeah.
We run that ship. We didn't need a coach.
Yeah.
We didn't need a coach.
Yeah.
Like me, Kieran, Scully, or
yeah.
I can name quite a few. We run that team.
Yeah.
And if he wasn't up the standards what we was up to, we'd foot you off. We'd go in and foot you off.
Yeah, I get it.
Just because they weren't tipping in.
So you bought into his vision, you bought into his kind of way of working, and then you ran the team.
Yeah, he set. Come from Daniel, he set the tone. You know, and very, very disciplined. He, like I said, straight.
Yeah.
And if you weren't doing the right thing, bang, you're straight.
Yeah.
But we run that team. We didn't need coaching.
Yeah.
But we needed managing, and he was like the perfect manager, and that's what you try and take bits from different people. How he worked.
So, as someone like you was a young man, and Daniel comes in. How old was Daniel, would you say, at the time?
When a young mate, I'd say he was about. He looked a lot older, but I think he was only about 34.
Okay, 34, but he's older than you guys, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, as a young man, whether it's a player or whether you're a son of someone or whether you're being led by someone in the corporate space, whatever, how important was it for you, for your gaffer, to just fucking tell the truth the way it was?
That's what.
And how important is it for players in general?
I think I've had a lot of coaches in the past what have skirted around things, bullshitted me about, and I don't want to name names, but they just they would veer off, and 1 minute they say you're the best halfback in the world, and then next minute you dropped, and I'm like, are you what? No trust there. There's no trust.
Yeah.
I don't trust you.
Yeah.
And so I felt uncomfortable playing for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where Andor would just tell you straight.
Yeah.
And if you wasn't tipping in or you was listening to outside noise coming into our circle, then he would blitz you. And he had an air dryer.
Got it.
Like a serious one.
Yeah.
And he wasn't afraid to do that.
Yeah.
Luckily I was never in the air drying spot, but I was next to a couple of lads who copped it. But even then they say no, best thing that's ever happened to them.
Yeah, interesting. So players just want to be told the truth, don't they?
100%. They just want to, whether they like it or not, you've got to be honest with them.
Yeah.
And like I say, on field, I'd call people out if they wouldn't do the right thing.
Yeah.
And as a coach, I'm just pure honesty. And I'm just me.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't like coaches or play who try and mimic other coaches. It doesn't work. Doesn't work, mate. You know what I mean? You've got to be yourself.
Yeah.
There's no point me trying to be Daniel.
Yeah, of course.
There's no point me trying to be Trent Robinson.
Yeah.
No point me trying to be Ellery Hanley. I'm just Sean.
Yeah. And life really is a journey of finding out who you are as well, isn't it? Because it's all right saying be yourself, but you have to go through a lot of experiences in life to realise who you are and how you express as a coach and a leader, right?
Yeah. I think you learn from your mistakes. I believe if you don't, you're a dumbass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think I've made loads of mistakes.
Yeah.
On the rugby field, as a coach, but then you kind of learn and you just gotta get back to who you are. And it took me a while to find me who I am. Really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think I only got that as I got older.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was quite immature as a kid.
Yeah.
As a young man.
Yeah.
Quite immature.
Me too. I get that.
You get
that.
So, but as I kind of got older and got a bit more responsibility.
Yeah.
Family, kids and stuff like that. So you kind of that's where I'm in a good place at the moment.
Okay. Now, so in your career, you had a lot of ups, like an incredible amount of highs, right? An amazing career, won everything, man of the match, good times, you're having the crack, lots of celebrations, so lots of highs. Now, what I know now, I'm 52 and I've been in this kind of coaching, self-development world for a long time, is when you have so many highs, it's almost as if life gives you lows to balance it out. Now, I'm not saying that you don't own all your mistakes, because I know that you do, but it's almost as if you're so fucking high and you need to have some lows. Tell me about some of the lows in your career, some of the times where you struggled and you were asking big questions and you were in trouble.
Yeah, there's
what stands out.
What stands out? Injuries.
Yeah.
Injuries, and not kind of. I felt like I was letting the team down. Do you know what I mean? When
you got injured?
When I got injured, yeah. I snapped my cruciate again in 2001. So then come back after that, and 2007 I had a bad season. Just injuries. I felt like I was letting the team down, and not giving them my best. But that's just part of playing rugby and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That kind of resonates with me quite a bit.
When you got injured and when you did your cruciate again, like when you were 18 and you got injured, I'm telling myself that it was fucking hard, and one of your coping mechanisms was to go on the piss, right?
Yeah.
Did you find that happened later in your career as well when you got injured? Did you kind of get into some troubles when you got injured?
Oh yeah, definitely. You kind of mask it a little bit. You mask what you're going through, and there was no kind of reaching out and speaking honestly about, I'm going through a bad time here, mate. I'll level with you. I've got depression. I'm stressed. I've got anxiety of whether I'm going to be playing again and stuff like that.
Well, in your era, you didn't do that, did you?
No.
You just wore a mask, didn't you?
I've just
got to get back.
Kept my mouth shut.
I don't want to be seen to be weak.
Yeah, 100%. So I would never speak out.
Yeah.
I would never ask for help.
Yeah.
It'd be all internally, but I was very fragile as a person.
Yeah.
I'm very fragile, and it was only like, well, I didn't speak about it.
And that must be hard for you because you're quite sensitive, aren't you?
Yeah, like I said.
And for you not to speak up about it, it must be tough. It must have been tough.
It was tough, mate. You go on the piss and you self-medicate, with painkillers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you just go in there like a spiral down.
You're just blocking out your feelings, aren't you?
Yeah, that's why you took the painkillers to block out the feelings of everything.
Yeah. So
you don't feel nothing.
Yeah.
You're numb.
Of course.
But then it's only like later when I had to speak about it. And I only did that afterwards, after I'd finished playing, where once my career was coming towards an end, I was in a world of pain.
Yeah.
Inside.
Right.
World of pain. I was crumbling. But I had to put on a front.
Yeah.
Because it was still coaching a team.
And you're still Sean Long, aren't you?
I was still Sean Long, who everyone you thought was a maverick or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, played rugby and he won this and that. Oh, he's a tough cunt.
Yeah.
No, I was crumbling inside.
Yeah. Okay. We'll come back to that because I want to talk about what happened when you finished playing, because how you got through that, it can help other people as well. Just staying on your career in St Helens, and what were the most challenging times of your career when you played, apart from being injured? Or maybe I could say, what were your biggest mistakes that you made
as a player,
on and off the pitch?
Oh, I'd get in trouble on piss.
Yeah.
Fighting quite a bit. You know what I mean? When I was young, you know, obviously being dragged up, I was quite good at fighting.
Yeah, when you say dragged up, can you go into that?
Do they not know what I mean?
Well, if they're not from Wigan, they might not know. So I know what it means. So you've had a challenging upbringing.
Yeah.
Can you just define what you mean by dragged up?
I was a scrubber. I lived in Wigan. We had no money. Poverty,
yeah.
Poverty, late 70s, early 80s. There's no one knocking about.
Yeah.
So I'd go out there and find a way to make money.
Yeah.
Or survive. Basically,
Right.
It's fight or flight.
Right.
And when I'm knocking round the streets of Whistler Mains, on my own at 5, just cruising round,
Yeah.
I was up to no good all the time. So obviously my mum and dad were quite young when they had me.
Yeah.
They did their best.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the greatest. I was in a lot of fights.
Right.
Wagging school and stuff like that. I was just probably...
So survival was a big part of your childhood then? Actually, surviving?
Yeah.
Not thriving, just trying to survive?
I was just surviving, mate.
Yeah.
Especially down there. You know, there were knives and guns knocking about.
Yeah.
And walking up from school once I got shot.
Right.
But only with a 2-2.
Right.
But I was only like 6. It hurt a bit. Well, went home and I was crying.
Right.
My mum asked me what had happened. My mum, sorry. My mum.
Your mum, yeah.
My mum asked me what had happened. I didn't tell her.
Yeah.
Never told her. I'd just keep it inside. So that's what I always did.
Yeah.
Anything happened.
You kept it inside?
Inside, yeah.
And so you learned to do that at a very young age?
Yeah. I was a scallywag.
Because little lads from Wigan, they don't say that they've been shot, do they? They just put a front on, don't they?
Yeah.
Tough guy front.
That's it. You can't be weak.
Yeah.
You show that you're weak.
Yeah.
But I think my mum and my dad made a good decision to get. She could see that I was, even at 7.
Right, you were getting in trouble.
I was getting in serious trouble.
And what was the decision that they made?
We had no money, so my uncle had a farm up in New Springs, other side of Wigan. So we got a caravan and lived in a caravan for 2 years.
Right.
On a farm,
Yeah.
on my uncle's farm. I loved it.
Right.
It was brilliant.
Right. What did you love about it?
Just like I know I was living in a caravan, but I didn't give a monkeys. But just getting up in the morning, go and get eggs for breakfast, off chickens and stuff like that. Loads of land.
So you had some freedom that you didn't have when you lived in the house on the street.
Yeah.
Because that's a big thing for you, isn't it? Freedom.
Yeah. It's massive. Like just going out there and just walking around and don't get me wrong, I wasn't an angel.
Of course, yeah.
There were pigs and horses and cows and that.
Yeah.
Which I had a ride on that. So that was interesting. But yeah, it was probably. I remember that, and you might think I'm a traveller or whatever, but I remember that as a really good time in my life.
Yeah.
Living in a caravan.
Yeah.
With my brother, my mum and dad.
Yeah.
Weird, isn't it?
Well, it's weird if we kind of believe the stuff that life tells us, but your experience was you had more freedom and you were probably close together, so you probably felt more like a family as well.
Yeah, that's a good point actually, because we was just all in like a 2-bed caravan.
You know,
with these-
you've been loose and you've kind of come together a little bit, haven't you?
Yeah, he was more connected, I think. And then I went to a school just down the road, all the family. There was only 3 lads in my class, loads of girls,
Right.
belting. But no, it was a good school, and yeah, it was a good time in life.
And I'm glad we've popped into your childhood. Let's stay here for a moment because it's obviously connected. Like throughout your childhood, you know, your mum and dad were young. It's not easy when they're young parents. You know what I mean? It's like how do young parents raise kids? There's no rule book, is there? But then they've made a decision, good on them, to get you into the caravan. It's give you a sense of connection and a sense of freedom. And when did you first start playing rugby? And do you remember any significant PE teachers or coaches who were really influential on you?
Yeah.
Before you signed pro?
Yeah. So obviously, there was no one forced me to play rugby. I just went down myself at St Jude's. And I turned up in like, I think in my school clothes.
Right.
I had no boots.
Right.
I thought no. I just went down because like a couple of my mates were going down, so I just followed them. And I came home and I was black-leaded. That means really dirty, you know, full of mud. I went to my mum's, and she thought I'd been fighting again. And I said, I've been playing rugby. And they were like, what? You've been playing rugby? And then they were like, do you like it? I was like, I love it. I love getting bashed. And all the lads, there was all 11, I was only 7. So I was just getting monstered all the time, but I just loved it.
Yeah.
Just diving in mud and stuff like that. It was brilliant. So that was my first kind of remembering that. And I didn't really get a game, but I just loved the banter and playing with lads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they stick me on wing for the last 10 minutes, you know what I mean? Go on, lad, get on wing.
Yeah.
You know, you shit. But get on wing, pal. And I just be running round everywhere. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And it was, they were good times.
How old were you then?
7.
When did someone really see you as a player? Like, you know, who was it that saw you and said, "Wow, this guy, you know, this kid could be good"? Who was that?
My dad.
Your dad.
My dad.
Yeah.
So, from that school where we spoke about, everyone went to Bolton. So I went to a school in Bolton, Orwich, called St Joseph's. They didn't play rugby. It was all football, basketball, athletics, you know. So I did all that. But I still trained at Wigan St Jude's, and I got picked for like, you know, town team and stuff like that. Wigan town team. So I think it was my dad's choice to take me out to that school when I was 13 and move me to Deanery in Wigan, because they had a good rugby team, but also he thought he needs to play more rugby. And then obviously I went to Deanery in Wigan, and then he saw the potential in me and thought, you've got a chance here, pal. You know, so he was pushing me all the way.
You'd had good to your games and stuff.
He ended up being my coach.
Right.
So once I'd started playing rugby,
Yeah.
for about 2 or 3 years, then I played rugby, and then my dad came in and was my coach then, from being 10 to 16
Okay.
at Wigan St Jude's.
Ah.
Yeah.
Right.
So he was always pushing me out, and sometimes as a kid, you know, you don't want to, you know, you've been in school and all day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was playing for Wigan Town team, so training Thursdays, playing Saturdays, Wednesdays, Friday for Jude's, and playing Sundays. And then if you got to play for Lancashire, play for Lancashire.
Yeah, so you're doing something every night. I remember those days.
You remember those days? You're like, so sometimes I was tired, but you get your boots on, get your socks on. These socks were like fucking cardboard. I couldn't get them on. I don't know where my mum put them. But and you know, yeah, he was the driving force to push me, and I made, when you got to that age of 14, 15, 16, I had to make some sacrifices. All my mates were going out and partying, and you know, house parties, not going out, just house parties and stuff like that. But I had a game day after on Saturday, on Sunday, So I had to make sacrifice that I couldn't come to that party
Yeah.
because I was playing rugby, and my dad was kind of
Yeah.
driving that.
So without your dad, you could have gone off the rails, couldn't you? You could have been one of the many, or he nearly made it, couldn't you?
Yeah, and there was a lot of lads in the Wigan Borough and wherever, a lot more talented than me.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, they were bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just kept going. I just loved it.
Yeah.
And when I knew that, I got to that point where a few lads were signing, you know, and I thought, I could make some money here.
Yeah.
You know, I could make a career out of this. How mad's this? Doing what I love.
Yeah.
This is mental. So, yeah, that's when I kind of knuckled down and started playing a little bit better and looking after himself.
Okay.
I think it was what I'm just flipping from one to another.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you have a kid as well, that kind of settled me down. So when I had Olivia in 2003,
how old were you then?
I'd have been about 26, 27.
Yeah. Okay.
I felt I played my best rugby then.
Interesting.
Because it kind of...
Talk a bit more about that, because it does often. I often see that. I've seen that in my career where a maverick, if you like, has a child, and then it really balances him out a little bit.
Well, the coach said to me, he said, like, you're playing your best rugby now, you look more settled, you know, now than you've done before. And bearing in mind, I won Lance Grand Final, a couple of Challenge Cups, whatever, but he was saying you're playing your best rugby now. You look dead calm, composed, level-headed, like, you know, you're controlling team. He said, like, and I think that was a turning point.
Okay.
Where, you know, after training, I'd go home to see my kid.
Yeah.
And my missus, where before I'd just be out and about.
Yeah.
Razzing round.
Got it.
You get me?
Yeah, and in your career, you were in a lot of newspaper articles, weren't you, for doing things that weren't socially acceptable at the time?
Yeah, I don't know. I've been in papers quite a bit.
Tell me about a couple of big things that were reported on, and let's go into it. You know, do you regret it? Did you feel misunderstood? Have you learnt from it? Let's go into that.
Which one?
I don't know.
I think
the top two.
Top one is the betting one.
Yeah, let's talk about the betting one.
The betting one, like. Our gaffer at the time was Ian Millward, and we had 3 games: Good Friday, Easter Monday, Friday again. So 3 games in 8 days. So we played Wigan on Good Friday as usual, and he said we're playing top of league Bradford on the Monday. So he said I'm going to go full shebang. It means full team.
Full team, yeah.
Full team on Friday against Wigan.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a bomb squad out against Bradford because they're top of league.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go. So if we get 4 points out of the 6, we'll take that.
Yeah, tough schedule, that, isn't it?
Yeah, tough schedule that. Yeah.
Go on.
So we played Wigan on the Friday, and it was a battle. It was a war. It was brutal. We were fighting. There was loads of fights. I think it's all over social and stuff like that. There was plenty of fights going on. And
well, was that the Faz and Scully?
Yeah. So
interaction.
Yeah, we had a few fights in first half. I had a fight with Danny Sculthorpe, and then a big fight kicked off second half. We were battered and bruised, so there was probably no way we could back up. We could have done, but I had a bit of a dead leg. Anyway, so we put a bomb squad out. I knew this, so I said to Glees, make a few quid here, like, you know what I mean? Let's just put a bet on Bradford for beat Saints.
Yeah.
I wasn't playing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I went into Bucky's with my Saints kit, and I said, this is how naive I was. I was like, can you have a bet on Bradford for beat St Helens? Can I have £1,000 on it? And they just looked at me and were like, no, mate. I was like, alright, no worries. So I tried a few bookies and stuff like that, and they're like, no, you crank. Then Glees said he got one on at Stan James, opened an account.
Right.
I thought, oh, sweet. they're based in Guernsey or Jersey.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they sponsored Super League.
Oh.
Something like that. Anyway, so I opened an account, put £1,000 on, and we went to the game. I think word got out, you know, that we put a bomb squad in, and everyone got on it. Everyone, like literally everyone, got on it.
Right.
There was a massive sting in Liverpool. There was betting all over shop, but obviously the news broke out, and I think they was into like horse races at the time. Who were like fixing races.
Okay.
You know, jockeys.
Yeah.
And they jumped on back of that, and then they found out about me and Glees, and then they come and knocked on my door and went, "We're at Daily Mail. You put a bet on against Singer." So Stan James dobbed me in, and I was like, "Oh, fuck's sake!" I was like, "I'm in so much shit here." So first thing I did was rang the coach, Ian Millward. I said, "Mate, I've had a bet against, you know." He went, "Oh mate, don't worry about it." I was like, honestly, sweet. Anyway, it come out, it was all over the news. You know what I mean? It was bad. I had to leave my house.
Wow.
I had to go and hide in somewhere for a week.
Wow.
Get yourself away. Because they was just hounding us. But at the time, there was nothing in writing.
Yeah.
That you couldn't do this.
Yeah.
But I knew it wasn't right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But I tried just get over it. Like, I tried bookie bash basically.
Yeah.
Call it bookie bashing.
Bookie bashing.
But I knew it wasn't right. I shouldn't have done it. I do regret that. I never ever bet again. I don't bet. I don't have an account or anything like that. It's just.
Okay. Do you regret anything else?
Yeah, loads of stuff. Not speaking out.
Right.
Not speaking out when I needed help.
Right.
That's quite a big thing for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you know me, Whitey, what I'm like, and if I don't get it off my chest, I don't speak out.
Yeah.
It just festers inside, and I can't cope.
Yeah.
I can't cope. Honestly.
Yeah.
My head falls off, and when I come in towards the end of my career, and it didn't finish on my terms, and I finished with a couple of injuries and stuff like that. I still felt I had another year or two left. I lost my shit. Lost my shit totally. Like, you know, taking painkillers, like we spoke about, alcohol. But then I was still coaching for Salford.
Right.
My first coaching gig in 2012.
Yeah.
But I was putting on the front.
Yeah.
But inside my marriage broke up.
Yeah.
I lost, you know, stuff what I'd loved and done since I was 7. That stopped. My marriage broke up. Lost my kids. You know what I mean? I was crumbling inside. But then, but I won't speak about it.
Yeah.
So then, I had to wean myself off playing rugby. So I ended up playing for Preston Grasshoppers.
Yeah.
You know, like Tuesday, Thursday play, Saturday, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I went to play there for 2 years just to try and wean myself off rugby because I was an addict.
You didn't want to let it go.
I didn't want to let it go.
Yeah.
And I was addicted to
Yeah.
it all my life.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit like military, innit?
Yeah.
You know, rugby is like you get told what time to be here, what to wear, what to eat.
Yeah.
They feed you, they clothe you, send you home, do this is your schedule. You look at your phone or piece of paper what you had back in there. You got to be here, do this, do that, home, eat, rest.
And you get paid for it.
And you get paid for it. Brilliant. How good is that?
Yeah.
It's like, I always say like, if I didn't play rugby, what would I have done?
Yeah.
Apart from being jail, I would have probably gone at Marines.
Yeah.
Because I like the Marines' mentality and the environment, what they provide.
Gives you some structure, doesn't it?
I need structure.
Yeah.
Me,
Yeah.
I need structure in my life.
Yeah, because the structure enables you to actually be free within the structure
Yeah.
and express yourself, you know?
Yeah. So,
But the essence of what you're saying here, which is really important, and you've unravelled this yourself, is, you know, things were breaking down, you were struggling, you were taking medication, you were probably drinking a lot when you retired. Yeah?
yeah,
You lost your marriage. And the essence of it all, and I know you said to me before there was times when you felt suicidal, and we both know guys that have committed suicide because they never spoke up.
100%. I think I said I was going to kill myself.
Yeah.
Can't remember what year it was, but I said I was going to kill myself. I was going to go in garage,
Yeah.
just pour nose pipe in,
Yeah.
in car, just sit in car, take some tablets,
Yeah.
just see you later.
Yeah.
Well, I said it,
Yeah.
I didn't do it, so that was a cry for help.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Looking back now, I just I needed help.
Yeah.
And I didn't speak about it.
Yeah.
So, actually, it was a cry for help. Anyway, they rushed me in and put me in a straight jacket. Like, I know it.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. Put me in a straight jacket
Right.
and put me on medication.
Right.
Knocked me out for about 3 days, that medication. But then when I started taking it, if I took one now, I'd be asleep for a week. Just one tablet. But I was I would take one and go for a 10-mile run.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It didn't affect me.
So you were really unstable when you retired then?
Oh, unhinged,
Really unstable.
off the hook.
It's almost as if it's like your body is crying out for help and support, but because of the crap that you and I have picked up growing up in a rough part of Wigan, what it means to be a man, don't speak up, don't say you're weak, don't cry, don't get angry, don't show emotion, you kept it in.
100%.
Yeah.
I thought it was weak to show
Yeah,
that.
of course. What shifted longer? Because sometimes it takes an experience like that where you're in a really bad place, you're thinking about suicide, they put you in a straitjacket. Did that create a shift? Did you start to maybe ask for help then? What happened?
Yeah. I reached out to rugby league and asked for help, and I'd go and see a guy and speak to him. But then I didn't think that was working for me.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It was just talking shit at times.
Yeah. It was just talking.
He was just dribbled while I was talking. So I'd just kind of speak openly then to people who I knew.
Yeah.
Personally and
right.
honestly.
Yeah.
And that felt so much better.
Okay.
And it might have been my mate.
Yeah.
It might have been someone close to me, my mum.
Yeah.
Or whoever.
Right.
But I just
you felt seen and heard.
Yeah. It was like a weight off my shoulders,
right.
like that I could actually speak about it.
Yeah.
And be honest with them and say I'm in a bad place here. But I still had to go work every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was the hard part.
Yeah.
Of, going to work and when I think about it, it's like I was going for a bad time, but because I'm addicted to rugby, that's like my church.
Yes.
So going to rugby or working on rugby or watching rugby or doing this, that's kind of like, it's a bit selfish really at times when I think about it, because just as someone died in my family last year, I would kind of block it out and go to work, and it's quite selfish this, but that's what I did.
Right.
I would just block everything out, right, I'm going to work.
Yeah.
Get my kit bag, right, laptop, bang, go to work.
Yeah.
And it's kind of my safe place.
Yeah.
I watched a thing about Dr. Dre. His brother got shot, and he was upset, and he went straight to the studio straight away. Do you know what I mean? And I watched it and I went, wow, that's kind of what I do, but in rugby terms.
Yeah.
I kind of block things out through rugby and stuff like that. Where really I should really just speak about it. And I've had a couple of meltdowns, you know what I mean? And that's helped me, having a proper meltdown. And then obviously since I've been with Sally Ann,
Yeah.
She's very calming influence, and she's been really good with me. She understands where I'm coming from and stuff like that. It's
yeah. I see that.
you know what, yeah.
She protects you as well, doesn't she?
Yeah, because she knows I'm quite vulnerable inside and sensitive, but no one else sees that really.
Yeah.
But she does.
Yeah.
She sees the flaws in me as well.
Yeah.
You know, and what I'm like, so she knows, she helps me.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at admin.
Yeah.
Terrible. So she'll do all that for me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she understands what I've got to do to be the best version of myself, really.
Yeah. Well, that's smart. To elongate. I know it's like you're saying you're terrible at admin, but it's like it's not where your talent lies. Your talent lies in elsewhere. So to get someone else to do your admin is smart. It just allows you to express your talent in you know, the gift that you can bring to the world through coaching and helping people. Yeah,
and that's what I do. I love it. I love trying to get better as a player, coach, better as a person, better as a mentor for these young kids when I'm coaching. That's what I thrive about. If I can make someone a better player, like my coaches did, and make them, you know, and when they do something good on the field, I go, wow, that's class, because I just buzz off stuff like that.
Yeah,
we know what we've been working on. I like winning. I'm a winner. I like winning.
Of course.
It does help when you win. You know, the ups and downs it's like a roller coaster, isn't it?
Of course.
Rugby league, you know, you win games and then you lose one or a couple. Yeah. And you get in a dark place, and then you win again, and it's like this all the time.
Yeah.
And that's. But now, as I've got to my age now, I think more neutral. I don't get too high. I don't get too low. I just stay calm, kind of neutral. Yeah. I read a book by Trevor Moawad, It Takes What It Takes, and it is the best book I've ever read. And it's all about staying neutral and not getting too high and not getting too low. And when I read the book, I was like, that's what I played. If I made a mistake, missed a goal or whatever, it was always in here, out there. You just come back to your centre. Come back to my centre. Stayed neutral. Yeah. Because if I think about it, I have a brain like a goldfish. Yeah. It's like, goes in one, goes out other. If I make a mistake. Because if I then chew on it as a player or a coach, then other lads can see that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I just stay as neutral as I can. Yeah. Obviously, I'll show emotion. Yeah. At different times. Yeah. But I'll try and stay as neutral as possible. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I know we've known of each other for a while, and I'm aware of that, coming from similar circles. But we officially met when you were coaching at Quins a few years ago. Was that about 5 years ago? Was it 4 years ago? Yeah, I think it was 2018. Yeah. And I do see you more neutral and centered now. On your journey, is there anything else that has helped you, I guess, to be more present, to be more centered? Because I know that you love music, don't you, for example? Yeah, I love music. Like what music inspires you? All types. I listened to Doors when I was Jimi Hendrix. I like all types of music. You know, reggae. Me too. Yeah. Honestly, I could listen to anything, but whatever mood I'm in. You know what I mean? But you like deep and meaningful music, don't you? Yeah. That touches you. Yeah. Well, Jim Morrison was a poet, wasn't he? And he just bloke on the whatever the fuck it's called, the piano, but it's not whatever. He did all the music for this poetry. So I've read a lot of poetry of what Jim's done, and read a lot of books on Jim. Yeah. And I actually thought I was Jim Morrison at once. I was that into him. Yeah. I thought, I'm Jim Morrison, you know what I mean? What was it about him that touched your soul? Just, he was mental. He was just like, he was free.
Yeah.
he was free.
Yeah.
He would just do whatever he wanted. And like he was, he can't. I thought I'm quite interested on, and it's weird really, but quite interested on the 27 Club.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like Kurt Cobain and
Yeah.
Jim Morrison,
Yeah, of course.
Jimi Hendrix, Amy Winehouse, people like that.
Yeah, they all.
And all music.
Yeah.
But why did they do it
Mm.
at that age? I thought I was going to be in that club.
Interesting.
I thought, I'm going hard here.
Yeah.
I'm going hard.
Yeah.
But then when I had a kid, I couldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
I was going that hard,
Yeah.
I thought, but then when I got 28, I thought, I'll pass it now.
Mm. Mm. Do you know there's something in you longer that longs for freedom, and I'm telling myself that maybe when you were younger you misunderstood what freedom meant. What does freedom mean to you now in your life as you're here, you know, you're 47, nearly 48, and as you move forwards into your life, what's your definition of freedom now in life, would you say?
I think for me is being happy at home, doing things with my partner, and not having any regrets, like, you know what I mean, that's put to one side. I know I've told you a few stories there where I've messed up,
Yeah.
but you know, I just feel in a real good place at the moment. I feel like I'm in the best place I've ever been in my life. You know, don't drink as much, you know what I mean, you know, don't go out. I don't go out.
Yeah.
I don't go out anymore.
Yeah.
I like going for big walks and stuff like that, just in woods. And there's no thrill what would give you the highs of playing a rugby league match.
Yeah.
There's no high ever. And there's no drug ever what will give you that high.
Yeah.
But jumping off a cliff, mate,
Yeah.
or diving out of an aeroplane, mate,
Yeah, but
I'd love to, you know, I like doing stuff like that. I'd go up to Ebden Bridge with you, and we'd jump in
cold water.
waterfalls and stuff like that. And
But that's reconnecting us to nature, isn't it?
that's what I love.
But it's also reconnecting us to who we are.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh wow, yeah, this is who I am.
But when I'm looking back, I used to do that anyway at Ekidelf.
Yeah.
I used to go up there and jump in quarry off that top lid,
Yeah.
and it was massive.
Yeah.
And then they shut it. But I used to do that all the time. I'd run off. I'd do things what would give me a rush. So then going back up to Ebden Bridge and jumping off waterfalls and in ice, bombing in ice, it kind of like, this is what I did when I was a kid, and I feel like at home.
So it brings you back to that innocence.
Yeah, it brings me back to when I was free.
Yeah.
Free and no bills and no worries and this and that. But now I've got everything under control. You know, with my finances and bills and stuff. And I know it shouldn't matter. I don't do it for money. I don't coach for money. It helps, but I don't do it for money. I do it for free if someone asks me.
Yeah.
Like now I'll speak to, and that's what I've learned as a coach and as a person, is speaking to people, asking for advice. If they want any advice, I give it them for free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm happy. Where when I was younger, I got all these ideas in my head, but I keep them bottled up. Now I'm like, no, what's the point in doing that?
Yeah.
Keeping it all inside myself.
Yeah.
When I can give it to all yous,
Yeah.
all you men. You
Yeah.
can have all what I've learned for free.
Yeah.
It don't matter. And I like doing that, and I like connecting with other coaches and people not in rugby like yourself, and you know, I've learnt a lot off you, YT, and stuff like that going forward. And I to just be relaxed, and I'm in a nice place, and I have been for a while now, and I feel like I'm only going to get better on my journey through life. And the way there is an end game. There is an end game to all this.
Yeah.
But I like what I'm on, the path I'm on at the moment, and the journey and the path might be a farm or a caravan or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, what might bring me back to my childhood.
Of course.
And then,
Full circle.
Yeah. So the end game for me might be a farm in the middle of nowhere where I'm just myself. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
And that's probably not now. I'm only 47.
Yeah.
48 in September, but I feel like that could be the end game for me. Whether it's here, whether it's in France, whether it's in wherever, I don't know. My dad lives in Thailand. He's lived there for like 10 years.
Yeah.
It could be anywhere. I think I get a bit from that from him. He's a bit of a free spirit. He's a bit of a free spirit, my dad.
Yeah.
And I feel like I get a bit of that from him.
Of course, yeah.
Must do.
Yeah. Okay, so in your coaching career, you know, you've moved around a bit. You've been looking for your place, and now you're part of a really exciting project at Oldham, which is backed by Mike Ford, and you're loving it, right?
Yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. Like I say, I'm happy. You know, we have this vision, and similar to Mike, we want to put Oldham back on the map as a rugby. Rugby is a hotbed of rugby league.
Yeah.
But it's kind of fell by the wayside. And when they approached me to do it, I like to be an head coach, and the opportunity to be an head coach is good because I feel like I'm in a good place at the moment, which I am. And then they show me the vision where they want to get to, whether it's Championship or Super League in the future.
Yeah.
You know, how long it takes, I don't know.
Yeah.
But we're on this journey. We're on this journey now, and that's what we're going to connect with the town and trying to bring Oldham back on the map.
Yeah, I see that.
As a rugby league town.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's been in doldrums for 20 years, but you know the owner Bill, as in Bill Quinn, who owns Oldham, and also Mike Ford, you know, who's his son George Ford.
Yeah. I know Mike as well.
Yeah, you know Mike. Been in rugby union, rugby league for 40 years.
Yeah.
So I'm learning stuff all the time off Mike as well. So he bounce ideas off.
That's good.
It's not just me. I'll lean on Mike a little bit when I need it.
That's good because you not that you need it, but you appreciate that, don't you?
I appreciate it, and it's not just Mike I lean on. I'll ring Matty Pete.
Yeah.
I'm quite close to Matty Pete, and you know I've known Matty since we're 13.
Yeah.
You know, friends and family. So we'll speak once a week, twice a week. You know, asking questions and stuff like that, and what have you learned? And he invites me down to Wigan and stuff like that, and you know, so it's good to lean on people like who you trust.
Of course. I rang Matty the other day and I told him when we were doing this podcast, and he said, you know what? He said, I fucking love Long. He said, I don't even know why I love him. I said, I just love him. He said, it's just himself, and I've never heard him say a bad word about anybody.
No, he's a great bloke. Like I said, I've known him since we're 13, and he's done an amazing job at Wigan, and he's himself.
For sure.
He's himself. And I think he sees that in me. You know, we was a bit unhinged at times. Yeah. But we're in a really good place at the moment. So where we just speak openly and honestly, and you know, we have a good laugh. Yeah. And you can't be a laugh, can you?
You can't. So if someone says to me, "How does Sean Long coach?" and I know that is always evolving, and that's the beauty of life, isn't it? And coaching, we both love coaching. And you've worked with a lot of coaches. They all coach differently. Some coaches are strategists. Some coaches are influencers. They just get you to believe in themselves as a team. Some coaches are relationship builders. You know, some coaches are just fucking do as I do. Some coaches are follow me. Like, how does Longy coach? Like, what's his talents as a coach? Like, how do you lead as a coach?
I'm myself. I'm honest, which I spoke about before. Yeah. But I connect with the lads. I've got to connect with my team, my players. I've got to be connected. I've got to show that I'm willing for, if needed, I'll go in trenches with you. You know what I mean?
So connection's big for you?
Connection with the players. So I don't have a lot of meetings. Yeah. I don't believe in a lot of meetings. Yeah. I don't believe in a lot of footage, video. Yeah. I don't drown them with that. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll talk to people as if in corridor or whatever, on field. I'll be having a crack with them. I'll just have one-to-ones.
Yeah.
I get most of my feel of how I'm coaching just by talking to people.
Little conversations.
Little conversation here, go over there, a little conversation there. I'll chat with him. Then I know that, he's struggling. We're in a good place here. All right. So I do a lot of that.
So people are important to you.
People.
It's really good to hear you say that, Longy, because it sounds like you've found your naturalness. If you don't mind me saying, when I went to Quinn's and they were trying to get you up doing meetings and laptops and analysis, I'm thinking, you don't understand Longy. Like, you don't understand Longy. If you want him to do a meeting with the lads, his office is the fucking rugby pitch. I used to think this.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful that you're leading now as yourself without that pressure.
100%.
I know you don't mind me saying that.
I don't mind saying it. I'm honest. I'm truthful. To get up and deliver something. Yeah, you can do a couple of key points, 3 key points, bang, 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 bang. These are 3 key points, bang, bang, bang. This is what we're going to do. Bang, it's done.
Yeah.
But is that really coaching? Is that tapping into the players? It's about half the time I was downstairs with lads, just speaking to them.
Because naturally that's what you do.
So I
you see?
Yeah, so I didn't want to be in the office. I didn't want to be with
They took you away from your naturalness.
Yeah. So I just went and just thought, fuck this, I'm going downstairs. And I'd just be talking with lads. I'd be on field doing skills with them. Just some one-on-ones, get the half, get Marcus Smith in. Danny Kerr, a few other lads who let's do some skills.
You're a feeler, aren't you?
I'm a feeler, I feel it. I can feel what's going on. And I like being on the field with them.
Yeah.
Just talking about players, just having crack. What scenario based? What would you do here? What's next?
Yeah.
If you do this, what's next? So when I played, I was kind of like 3 players in front. I was always play for play. And I only learned that as I got older.
Right.
What's the cause and effect? If I do this, what happens next?
Yeah.
Well, he'll do that, then I've got this. So it's play for play. But then I had to look at the ruck and then think, well, it's getting quick here, so I've got to push in. It's an all of Kes. So I was kind of like, what's next? If you do this, what's next? Right, so I know this is going to happen. Bang, bang, bang. Right, I might have to kick it early. So I was passing that on to Marcus and other players who were with. But it was all in the field. It wasn't coming and sitting on a laptop here and just have a look here.
Of course.
Mate, it happens that quick in a game.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of laptop coaches about, mate, as well,
Yeah, and like I said, I'll watch footage on laptop. Don't get me wrong, I'll watch 2 or 3 games, but I won't show it. It's just for me.
Yeah.
We did our preview last night, and I showed 3 clips. I was like, we're done. Let's get out. Let's get out. I said, I'm over this.
Yeah.
Let's just get out on field.
Nice.
And lads were like, what? Let's just get out on field. We'll get more done on field.
Yeah, I get
watching this shit.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
I don't.
Especially with the lads that you're coaching. I mean, these lads have been dragged up in Oldham, haven't they? And some of them, and
they all come from different backgrounds, different ethnics and stuff like that, different cultures. They've been grafting all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some lads have been tree surgeons, some lads are rappers, some lads are brickies, some lads work in schools, whatever. But then when they get there, they don't want to sit in a classroom for 45 minutes.
Of course.
So I'm like, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, boom,
good for you.
out, let's go. Let's have a bit of fun as well while we're doing it.
Good for you.
My motto is like, you work hard and then you get to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But we work hard, but we have fun.
Of course.
So it's otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah.
In life?
Yeah. Yeah. Is that nice?
Don't know, that'll be this.
We just pause for a second. Pause for a second.
Mike Ford.
We've only got a few more minutes. We'll just pause for a second. Okay, Longy, so look, I'm really loving this. We could talk for hours, couldn't we? And I think there's going to be a part 2 and a part 3 and a part 4 and a part 5 and a part 6. But I've got 3 questions for you to finish.
Okay.
If God was looking down on your life, 47 years on this planet, what might he say to what might he say as he's watched your life? What would he say right now?
What would God say about me?
Yeah. You've had 47 years on the planet,
Yeah.
and he's looking at longer. If he's commentating on your life so far, what would he say?
I don't think I'd probably get engaged with Peter. I think Peter would be just hang on a minute, mate. We've got a few more things we're going on.
Okay.
Right, but lately you've done some really good things. You might be allowed in a bit. Just keep going.
Nice, I love that, mate. I love that. Second question.
Yeah.
What do you want to have written on your gravestone?
Good question. Family man, loving, husband and father who chased anything egg-shaped.
Last question. That little 5-year-old that was mooching about on his own, wearing whistling mains, getting up to mischief, if he was looking at you now as a 47-year-old man, what would he say to you?
Wow. He'd be like, I can't believe you're still here. You should be long gone.
Yeah.
But what you've achieved and what you've done and how you've turned it around from that in your career to now, you'd be like, nah, that's not me.
Yeah.
Everyone says that. They say I'm a totally different person to what I was back in there. I'm just nice and calm and relaxed.
So he'd be proud of you?
He'd be really buzzing and proud, yeah.
Awesome. Longy, I've loved this conversation, mate. It's like a fucking coaching session. You should be fucking paying me for this.
I know, yeah.
And
I'm just going to go out and just hug trees.
So, I look forward now. We're going meeting Matt, having some breakfast. And I look forward to spending the next couple of hours with you, mate.
Awesome,
Thank you so much.
Cheers, waiter.
So I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Dare to Be Different podcast, and we'll see you on the next one.